Hello, what is up, everybody? Today's video is going to be pretty much a few tips and tricks that I wish I knew personally, and we're going to start real quick. And the first thing is going to be traits. Okay, these traits are something that's very important and it's significantly going to increase your combat power and also just like your survivability, everything that you need. Max mana, you're going to have more if you're running out of mana regen. This personally, this is like a PvE build that I made, but I'm actually going to pivot into making just like full ranged and melee evasion overall. Also, you can craft some of these items that you're looking for by doing your dungeons daily. Once you have 10 points of each, you can make a salvation coin that will allow you to choose your rewards. So you can choose from 2 different rings. And this ring right here is one of the more like popular rings because it gives you attack speed, wisdom, and perception. And if we look right here, when you craft some of these items, you can sell them for a lot of lucent. Right here, we have the sale for the sapphire dimensional band. I sold for 12,420. So out of 15,000, this ring pretty much was 10,000 lucent out of all the sales that I've made. And that's going to lead me into the next thing, right? I want to go ahead before I give you some trade tips. Let me just try to stay on schedule right here. I'm going to show you how to trade in case you don't know. Okay, so for traits, you're going to want to have the initial pretty much the same exact item to make it another trait, right? So for example, right here, we're looking at our belt. Our belt currently only has skill damage resistance. Okay, I don't want to lose you in case you haven't started messing with these systems or these features. But we have 2 locked, so we're gonna unlock both of those right now. And then I'm also going to fully upgrade one of them for you, okay? So right here, we're gonna add buff duration. Since we chose the next slot, you just have to have the same exact one for the initial. And then after that, you could use any other one. But I personally bought these by mistake. I was trying to upgrade a different attribute, but it worked out well because this ended up being my best belt, and I'm gonna go ahead and work on that now. So right here, we're gonna also add max mana. I'm gonna just go over it right here. We have 2 out of 3 traits unlocked now. We're gonna unlock the third. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll pick this, and then we'll pick the lock slot. And then since we went earlier into the auction house, we bought the max mana extract, and then we're gonna unlock that right there. So now if we look at our item, we're gonna have 3 out of 3 unlocked. This is gonna help us already, but not only help us, we're gonna be able to max it out even more. I'm a big fan of debuff duration because it just helps in general. You're getting locked up a lot of times and you're able to get out with that feature, right? So let me go ahead and grab these real quick. I have to unlock them because I didn't want to lose them. So now we're back here and we can max this out, right? This has 4 slots. You can see, since it is a purple epic item, right? The blues have 3 and then the greens only have 2. So you could do the same strategy with, if you're all in all green gear, it'll be a lot cheaper. And then in blue gear, it's still cheaper. Once you get to the purple gear, it's your end game and it's very expensive. But it is really easy to make lucent in the game. I'm going to go over that in a little bit with you right now. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to stack this all the way, okay? So we're going to enchant this a few times. And then we're going to continue to enchant it. And then we're going to continue to enchant it right there. So now I have a maxed out debuff duration. So anytime I get hit with a stun, a silence, if a boss hits me with a burn or a dot damage over time, this is going to help me. And I've also prioritized that on most of my gear so far. So on this cloak, I have a debuff duration. On these gloves, I also have mana regen, max mana. And then on my bracers, currently I have debuff duration. I'm going to be working on my ring at some point, but I'm wondering if I want to try to make another 12,500 because the first time I got lucky crafting it into a greater success. Okay, so I want to go ahead and cover that. If you have blue items, you want to be trying to trade them as much as you can, especially like fully trade them if you can afford to. And the way you afford to is by making lucent. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through my sales for you real quick. Just, you know, a lot of people don't really like to show you their sales, but if it's purple, it's gonna sell a lot better than
It's
most
also important
items,
to think
you
about
know.
what you want to
And then
craft
you're also
yourself
selling like
and
all
what
the
to trade.
extracts that are worth. I honestly sell extracts even if it's like 20 lucent. You know, if it's a good extract, I feel like it'll sell. And then right here, I hit a longbow in the dungeon, but I don't want to use a bow. I'm using crossbow currently, so I sold it. The tax is pretty insane, but you know, it's just free, right? So I got another purple here. Just extract your purple strats. You can also do the blues. Like right here, I got a tax speed on a blue dagger, and I made almost 200 lucent on that sale. And then, you know, cloaks, whatever. You're just pretty much going to get the weaver hat. Right here, we have a tunic, 600 magic evasion. A lot of people really want melee evasion, magic evasion. And then you have lithographs. These are a little bit harder to make, but we were able to sell this for 900. This is a nice little man. So I could do it again if I wanted to. I have another one currently, but I think I might keep this one for PvP personally. All right, so the way that we do lithographs, I'm gonna go ahead and transition into that right now. Make sure you're buying all your daily keys because they drop some cool stuff. And I personally haven't been grabbing the pouches anymore. I've been grabbing trait extraction stones. Okay, these are like insanely important, and these are bits too right here. Magic ink. Let's go ahead and see if we could just get the inked instead. For now, we'll get the extraction stones in a bit. So we could get 9 more. Perfect. All right. So now I can come over here. So now I'll be able to come over here and look what I'm missing. So I would just be missing a few more precious gold, which I have in my stash, and then I could craft this lithograph. And once I craft this lithograph, I can come back and I can craft this ring, right? Because I just need the lithograph to make the sapphire band. And this is how I made it. So if we look right here, we can see probability chance. This is your chance info. So anything that is a greater success, 20% chance, if you craft it and it hits greater success, you can sell it on the market. If it doesn't, then you just have to use it, which I'm going to probably do anyway, right? It's a gamble. But the reason is because I have stun chance, right? So when I recraft it, not only do I have a chance at getting a greater success, I personally have a chance at hitting a roll that I want, like skill damage resistance or, you know, max health or whatever. So if we go right here to the trait list, we can look at a max health sapphire roll, right? So it's 1700 right here, lucent. But the actual ring, if you greater extract it, or if you hit it, let's see what the ring is looking like with no traits. So let's put sapphire. And then we're looking at 7,000 for a bad roll. We got health regen. We got max roll for 12,000 right here. This is what we sold our ring for, a little bit more. And then skill damage boost ends up at 14,000. So I would recraft it for the chance to get not only a better roll, but also to hit that exact roll that I want, which is max. You know, any other trait except for stun chance. I do not want stun chance, you know, and that's pretty much how I'm playing the game currently. That's my game. So hopefully it helps you. You can also craft all other type of lithographs if you need. So I'm in the wrong spot. I'm sorry.
Glad you're here. I'll make you the best
yeah.
armor in all of Silesium.
It's really easy. I would say just buy your enchanted ink every time you can. It comes from your coin merchants, so you want to make sure you're getting that every single week. You're capped at a certain amount. And also, I believe you could get some in the store, if I'm not mistaken, for ornate coins, which you can. So you have a cap right here of 100 a month, so I have 80 more. These are a little bit pricier for the ornate coins, but just running around and, you know, opening your keys, your mystic keys, those will help you get what you need, right? So hopefully that helps you. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to extract real quick in case you don't already know how to extract. So at the bottom, you can make your lithographs here. which is where you're gonna grab it, and then you have to have the lithograph, like I showed you. You know, have all the mats and stuff. And for example, let's see what we have here. Melee evasion, right? On these nice hex weaver shoes. So these look pretty good. So we'll go ahead and we'll extract this. We'll put it. We'll just hit the bottom. You have dissolve. This will help you get mats from whatever you dissolve. I usually use it for fish, and I dissolve them into bait. And then you can dissolve your gear into magic dust. You can trait extract. This is why the trait extract stones are very important. You get a lot every week though, especially if you're active in the game. The game is phenomenal for me. I've been enjoying it a ton. And then we're gonna go ahead and extract, right? So now we have a few options. I usually just go to the store and I look at the sale, the last one. So right now the current lowest is 30 or 43 for us, right? Since it's 44, we'll go 43. And then when I come back in a few, it'll be sold most likely, right? So that's like 37, 36 lucent after the 22% tax rate. And that's just how you pretty much make money in this game. You know, lucent, you don't have to spend your cash or nothing like that if you can or you don't want to, and it's really that easy. So right here, I've been crafting my foods too, and these also help you sell. So if you have time and you're working on your end game, those are some really good tips. Also, well, that'll be all for now. Hopefully that helped you. If it did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Come through the YouTube. Come
Oh my, it's smashed to bits. Don't worry.
I hope that helped you guys. If you have any questions, come through the Twitch. We're streaming every single day this year. We're on day 282 out of 366, going for that milestone. So I hope to see you. Thank you guys so much for hanging around, and I appreciate you so much. Let's get it, baby. The grind does not stop.
Now you can smash the Archeum to bits as you wish.
Let's go smash that Archeum to bits. Live now, baby. Oh, wrong screen.